energy to this matchup.
4 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Rebound by the Magic. Pass to Suggs. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Carter looking around. Outside, Bain. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Robinson. Here's Thompson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Banchero, that's for two. Duren pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now, here's Suggs. Another miss by Orlando. In the corner, it's Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Harris against Carter. Pocket 6. Harris, good.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Carter. Latre off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Thompson kicks to Harris. Duren with the screen on Banchero. Harris misses.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin, Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Wagner. Still yet to score. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Detroit, no good that time either. The Magic trail by 3. Now, here's Bain. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Out to Thompson. It's stolen by Banchero. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Suggs looking around. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. There's the lob to Carter. It's stolen by Duren. Outside Robinson. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Orlando's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Outside, Bain. Carter, the pass to Bain. Suggs in the corner. The Magic again can't hit. Detroit leading by 3 to end the cold streak, and Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Magic trail by 5. Outside, Bane. There's the pick from past the arc. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Detroit's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Carter against Harris. Here's Cunningham. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Wagner passes to Banchero. Back to Wagner. Pass to Bane. Banchero is screened for Bane. The Magic again can't hit.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now.
Shot clock at 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Robinson. The Pistons rebound. Harris dishes to Cunningham. Back to Harris. Another shot. The shot comes out. Nice defense from Wagner. And a wide open look for Bane. Bane's on the trifecta.
Well, that's Bane's go-to zone. You can't let him have a look from there.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Over Suggs. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Magic trail by 6. Banchero finds Suggs. Wagner outside. Now Banchero. Baseline try. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Over Banchero. Rejected by Banchero. Magic ball. For the Magic, De Silva's checked in, and Black's subbed in for Suggs. Then for the Pistons, Kevin Huerter. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Jenkins in for Duncan Robinson. Pass to De Silva. Back to Wagner. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Cunningham outside. Here's Jenkins. Duren down low. Guarded by Bane. They grab their own miss. Shot's good by Duren. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Wagner from long range. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Here's Huerter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Magic trail by 10. Black with it. He has yet to score. Carter with the three. It's rebounded by Jenkins. The Pistons shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Good on the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Now here's Jenkins. Duran finds Herter. Out to Harris. Duran sets the screen for Harris. Buries it from three-point range. Harris has got 12.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Bain. From deep. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Herter kicks to Cunningham. Back to Herter. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Magic. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the paint. And then Carter with the dunk.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
Jenkins the pass to Harris. Here's the teardrop. To Silva with the rebound. The Magic trail by 14. Wagner outside. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter with a screen on Herter. And it's Wagner missing. Harris against Bain. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Duran. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Detroit. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back to the action in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Howard is out there with Anthony Black. Then there's Banchero. Then it's Batadze. And it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's LeVert. 5 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Black kicks to Banchero. Batadze setting a screen for Banchero. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Jenkins the pass to Stewart. Now LeVert. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Batadze.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
De Silva with the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Jenkins the pass to Stewart. And here's Herter. Here's Jenkins. Shot on the wing. He doesn't hit that one. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Batadze. Screen by Batadze. Here's Black. And it falls over the rim and in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now here's Jenkins. Pass to Stewart. Now here's LeVert. Buries the long-range jumper. LeVert's got 5 points in the quarter.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Outside Howard. LeVert grabs the miss. Detroit leading by 13. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Magic building up a roster of players who D up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back to you guys.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. Kept alive. Batadze. Good. Nice job down low.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Jalen Suggs comes in for Howard. Then for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Duncan Robinson comes in for Kevin Herter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
Pocket 2, Holland, no good. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. Suggs against Cunningham. Outside Robinson. Launches a three. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Black. Count that one. Black's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Cunningham, a screen on Wagner. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Outside, Suggs unloads. Gets a very good look and converts. Suggs has got his 1st basket of the night. Pistons leading by 11. Pass to Stewart. Pistons passing it around. Robinson passes to Cunningham. And it's off from 3-point range. Banchero kicks to Black. And here's Banchero. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Pass to Holland. Cunningham outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Black in the post. Robinson on him. Black the pass to Wagner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pistons leading by 12. Bounce pass Robinson. Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. Here's Holland. There's the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Inside. Now Black. And here's Wagner. Guarded by Stewart. And that one's good, Wagner.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Magic, De Silva's checked in, and it's Bane in for Anthony Black. And then for Detroit, Duren comes in for Isaiah Stewart, and Harris subbed in for Holland. Now here is Robinson. No scoring in this one. Here's Cunningham. No good there. Suggs with some nice defense. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Here's Suggs. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Payton for three. Thompson with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Shots good by Duren. Duren's got 6 points.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Payton for three. It's good from long range. He's got 6.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Bane's game, but he can do so much more.
And Duren slams it in.
Well, as a lob partner, Duren's exactly what you want. He really goes and gets it.
Thompson against Wagner. Batadze, a screen on Thompson. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Cunningham. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
Back to Wagner. Batadze setting a screen to Wagner. And another three for Orlando.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from you.
Now here is Harris. He's got 14. Here's Cunningham. Franz Wagner grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Batadze. Wagner with a screen for Batadze. Here's Bane. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's 8 points for Desmond Bane.
Well, if you overplay Bane on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
To Stan, you don't see a whole lot of players, 6'10", with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
Well, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
Now, here's Bane. 8 points for him. Wagner outside. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Now here's Thompson. Duren the pass to Robinson. Thompson for three. And Bane pulls it down. The Magic trail by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's stolen by Duren. Thompson dishes to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And so far, Harris is having his way on offense. The defense just has not found an answer for his energy on that end.
Bane with it, and so is Detroit, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 7. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Harris with it. Now defended by Bain. And they recover it. Cunningham outside. Harris a screen on Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Great tee that time from Bain. The Magic shooting about 42% so far. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Wagner.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
And the basket by Harris.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Harris has got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's Cunningham. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's stolen by Duren. Harris inside. Banchero's there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Magic ball. The Magic trail by 6. Now Suggs. Outside Bain. Outside Carter. Hits it from 3-point range. Carter's got 8 points.
I like it when guys like Carter Jr. test their range and get rewarded.
On the wing, Harris. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And difficult to convert in the face of that kind of D. Harris isn't afraid to take the tough shots. It never has been.
And then Carter with the jam.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, well, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. Clock at 4. Harris inside, guarded by Bain. Harris's shot is off. Bounce pass Suggs. Bain passes to Banchero. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Thompson outside. Outside Robinson. Here's Thompson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Carter finds Banchero. This one for 3. Sinks the triple. Banchero's got 7 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the basket by Harris.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
Suggs passes to Carter. To the inside. And then Carter with the jam.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bain's the total package.
Here's Robinson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Robinson's got his first basket.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Banchero against Harris. From 11 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim. Pistons leading by 5. Down low. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's now 27 points for Tobias Harris.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Banchero right side. And it's good. 2 points. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Orlando on D. It's a 5-point game. Cunningham finds Thompson. Outside Robinson. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Magic. And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball player.
And here is Robinson after the three-pointer from Wendell Carter. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. The kick out to Cunningham. Duren, and Duren is right there. Duren's got 10.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Baines.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Thompson, a screen on Suggs. Cunningham outside. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Duren, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The game now all time. Banchero's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Checked in for Orlando. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Jenkins comes in for Cade Cunningham. Here's Banchero. He's got 11. Wagner kicks to Bain. Here's Carter. Lays it up off the glass. Carter's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he's just so strong on the glass. This guy, Carter, has the capability of being a double-double guy.
Pass to Harris. Now here's Jenkins. Wyatt defending. Robinson misses. Orlando's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Banchero against Harris. Banchero kicks to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Over Robinson. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Bain's got 4 points this quarter.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. The lead is 2. Wagner finds Bain. Robinson against Banchero. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Thompson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Harris outside. Three-pointer. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's Banchero on the assist from Wagner. Banchero's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic. And Jenkins kicks to Harris. And yes, it's good. Harris has got 29.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Banchero for 3. Detroit with the rebound. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So for the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Kevin Huerter comes in for Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Duncan Robinson. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Here's De Silva. Kicks it out to Richardson. Over Cunningham. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Shoots. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Banchero. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Pistons trailing. Jenkins dishes to Cunningham. For the tie. And that one drops for him. Cunningham's got it all tied up now for the Pistons. And so it's Wendell Carter making highlights, guys, for the Orlando Magic. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Suggs out there with Black. Then it's Bataze. Then there's Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now, here's Wagner. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Yep, that one goes in there. Itaje's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Magic.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Cunningham right side. Black grabs the board.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Pass to Suggs. Screen by Batadze. Shoots the three. Outside, Suggs. Now Black. Wagner outside. They set the pick. Shoots over Herter. And it's Wagner missing. And so it's Detroit with the ball. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Kane's checked in. Paul Reed's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Black. And here is Suggs. Wagner outside. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
That's good from Wagner. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Both free throws good from Wagner. And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Asar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
Cunningham, count it.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Batadze, and Batadze throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Herter, following the bucket by Orlando. 6 to shoot. No good on the 3. Magic leading by 4. Here's Wagner. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Wagner's got 19 points. Stewart with the screen on Suggs. Stewart passes to Herter. Back to Stewart. Here's Holland. Over to the left wing. A three-pointer is right on target.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Batadze is screen on Herter. Inside. And Batadze throws it down.
Well, the playmaking ability of Wagner is special. He can cut apart defenses with his passing skills.
Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Herter. Stewart, a screen for Herter. No good. Shot missing. Nice defense from Wagner. The Magic have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Pistons ball.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Robinson is subbed in for Jenkins. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's Duran, top of the key. Pass to Harris. Clock at 6. Duran with the screen on Wagner. Detroit, no good that time either. Banchero outside. Banchero draws the double. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Pass to Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Paulo Banchero. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
And he makes the first. Blacks checked in for Suggs. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Wagner passes to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Nets. And finished off by Banchero.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league. And we're starting to see signs of it already.
To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Now, here's Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points now in the game from Asar Thompson.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Outside, Payne. No good on the triple. Pistons trail by 6. Harris passes to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Over Bain. Thompson misses. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. They get it back. The 3. Banchero grabs the board.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Black. Fires from deep. And it's Paulo Banchero with the 3. Banchero's got the lead up to 9 now for the match. And Duran slams it in.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike it, young fella.
Wagner outside. Payne looking around. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Robinson passes to Thompson. Now here's Duran. Left side Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Shoots from 14. That one no good. Orlando leading by 7. Wagner outside. It's a hand on it. And Banchero on the follow. Banchero's got 23 points.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play. Making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 26 points for him.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Duran the pass to Cunningham. Shoots over block. Cunningham's shot is off. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Thompson with the bucket.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Now, here's Wagner. Carter with the screen on Harris. Now Carter. Wagner fires. Knocks down the three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. He's checked in for the Magic. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Robinson. Shoots the three. Cleared away by Suggs.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Goes up again. No good.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Yeah, that goes in.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Banchero. Rebounded by Thompson. Pistons trail by 9. Here's Cunningham. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Banchero with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And Harris will pull it down. Time running out for the Pistons. Robinson, and there's the three.
I mean, this is what Duncan Robinson does. He finds you points at the arc.
Outside, Suggs. Now Banchero. And it's good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Off the glass.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trust in him in a big spot.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 6-point game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Banchero draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Here's Carter. Count it!
Yeah, They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Carroll vacuums it in. Here's Suggs. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Paolo Banchero.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. And now, Dallas' starting group. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Flag is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Washington. Here's Marshall. Off the mark there with a 3. George passes to Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. And George with the basket on the assist from Edgecombe.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. Now Philadelphia with it. It's a 3-point game. George, no good. Here's Flag. He's covered by Oubre. Washington outside. Pass to Flag. Gafford with a screen on Oubre. Here's Flag outside. They get it back.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Now here's Maxey. George sets a screen. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Marshall on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. Here's Flag. Gafford the screen. 5 to shoot. And it's Flag missing. Outside Oubre. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And it's Maxey missing. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Flag. Here's Irving. With the drive. Over Edgecombe. Irving, that's good.
When Kyrie is attacking, he is hard to contain because you know what? He can finish drives in any way possible.
Now here's Maxey. Picked by Oubre. And Gafford with the block. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
Marshall can't hit. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. To in the cold spell. Again, Maxey missing. Dallas has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Washington left side. Pass to Irving. The 3 is up. Rebound by Philadelphia. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet could be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so here is Philadelphia after Dallas's three-pointer on the other end. For three, Maxey. That one doesn't drop. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Flag. Takes a three. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
That's good from George. You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorers, Paul George has to be on that list, Richard.
Oh, when I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
And that one's good. Flag. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And, man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Lively. He's checked in for Gafford.
Garrett Lively.
Now here's Embiid. George outside. Now Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Off with the layup. Dallas leading by 4. Pass to Flag. The rebound by Maxey.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Oubre played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Maxey against Irving. And a slam dunk by Lively.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Maxey. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Embiid. For 3. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by Embiid.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Here's Flag. Washington a screen. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3 from Edgecombe. And it's Flag with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Irving. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over Washington. George, no good. George has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Washington. Fires the 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Oubre on the wing. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Oubre's got 5 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Irving for 3. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Maxey. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Pass to Irving to stop the run. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Barlow's checked in.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixer, number 25, Dominic.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Edgecombe. He's scoreless. To the inside. Drummond. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Irving. Dallas, no good that time either.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Barlow passes to Maxey. Clock at 6. That one is off. Great D that time from Irving. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Nice shot by Christie.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Edgecombe. Williams defending. Outside Grimes. Shoots. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Williams with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Williams passes to Irving. Washington a screen from downtown. And it's Irving missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to draw Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, hack him, it still has no effect on him.
And here's Washington. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Irving up top. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball. Edwards, he's checked in for the Sixers. Watford comes in for Tyrese Maxey. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Kyrie Irving. And here are the 76ers. They're on a 16-7 run. Watford the pass to Barlow. It's Grimes on the wing. Hits the trifecta. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Drills it from deep.
That'll hype his guys up. Middleton right back with one of his own.
Watford the pass to Grimes. Outside Edwards. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Dallas. 1:29 left in the first. Here's Christie. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Edwards with it. And Lively picks him up defensively. Watford outside. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. The shot by Drummond. No good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Brian, back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, appreciate the report. So it's Philadelphia now after the basket by Dallas. Drummond, the screen on Williams. To the paint. And Drummond with the jam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Mavericks trail by 7. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Williams passes to Thompson. No good on the triple. Philadelphia shooting only 42% to get this one going. Pass to Williams. Back to Christie. Thompson outside. Sinks it from distance. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Williams is out there with Max Christie. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's flagged in at the 3 spot.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Now here's Watford. No points so far. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Middleton. Here's Christie. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Coaches love those hit-ahead passes, advancing the ball as quickly as possible.
Watford the pass to Barlow. Down low. Here's Embiid. Embiid just too tall inside.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Second quarter basketball. Just over 1.5 minutes played so far. Here's Bagley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped.
He's off on the first. Good on the second one. The Sixers lead by 5. Watford with it. No made baskets yet. Embiid high post. Bagley's on him. The floater. Embiid can't hit. And for Dallas, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Here's Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
What an aggressive slam by Middleton. Oh, my. I mean, I like when he uses his athleticism like this.
Watford with it, working on Williams. Embiid passes to Grimes. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Edwards. Watford with a screen. And Edwards good for 3. Edwards got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Williams looking around. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Trendon Watford. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And some changes here for the 76ers. Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Watford. Irving's checked in for the Mavericks. And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. And let's go to the sidelines for a report on Daniel Gafford. How's he doing, Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Mavericks. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. And for this team's roster in particular, losing anyone is a major blow. They'll really be missing him on the floor for sure.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries.
Embiid can't hit. The Mavericks trailing. Williams passes to Irving. Bagley for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Pass to Maxey. That's in. He's shooting 3 for 10 from the floor now.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
Now here's Middleton. 7 points in the game. No one near him. Gets a hand on it. And Grimes pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 4. Pass to Barlow. For 3, Maxey hits the 3-pointer.